Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Franklin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to out... defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's James. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They run the reverse. Jukes his way from all. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Runs through a tackle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking for room. It's Irvin. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Stanford! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To throw, it's James. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Franklin. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's James. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking?
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone. If my rush can't get home, pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Got a man. It's Bond. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Now on 2nd down. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Brown will throw it. It's complete on the right side. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They believe they can run right here. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent, but they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speak, Palmer.
Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Past the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's James. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Working the middle. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Irvin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Brown wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're defense, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Harris. They stop him right at the